America is a vast, sprawling land of contradictions. Most people stick to the glossy, well-trodden cities when they talk about food. New York, Los Angeles, Chicago. Sure, they're good. They're more than good. But if you're only eating in those places, you're missing something essential about the American food landscape. It's in the overlooked cities, the ones no one ever thinks to visit unless they've got family or business there, where you'll find the real soul of American cooking. The hidden gems, the places that don't show up on your Instagram feed but should. Let's start with Albuquerque, New Mexico. When people think of the Southwest, they picture Santa Fe's art galleries or maybe a scenic hike. But Albuquerque is where the culinary magic happens, in dusty, no-frills eateries that still feel like secrets. Green chili is religion here, and they smother everything with it. Burgers, enchiladas, even pizza. It's the kind of heat that makes you sweat but keeps you coming back, craving more. There's a little diner off Route 66, a place with no website and zero interest in pleasing tourists, where you'll get the best damn huevos rancheros of your life. Runny yolk, fiery salsa, a tangle of tortilla, all perfect. Then there's Birmingham, Alabama, a city most folks blow past on their way to the Gulf Coast. Birmingham quietly delivers some of the best barbecue you'll find anywhere. We're talking ribs so tender they don't need sauce, smoked low and slow by pit masters who've been perfecting their craft for generations. But beyond the barbecue, Birmingham has an under-the-radar culinary scene that's sneaking up on the rest of the country. Places like Highlands Bar and Grill, refined yet rooted in Southern tradition, are serving dishes that would hold their own in any major metropolis. Cornbread, black-eyed peas, and collard greens cooked with a reverence for ingredients that's rare and beautiful. Cleveland, Ohio, a punchline to some, but not to those who know good food when they see it. Cleveland's a place where you can sit down for a pierogi that'll make you weep with nostalgia, even if you've never set foot in Eastern Europe. This city's immigrant past still whispers through its food, Polish, Hungarian, Slovenian dishes served in joints that feel like time capsules. It's a working class town and the food reflects that. Hearty stick-to-your-ribs meals that remind you that food isn't always meant to be pretty, it's meant to be damn good. And that's exactly what Cleveland does. Providence, Rhode Island, you think small state, small food scene? You'd be dead wrong. Providence has a culinary scene that's been quietly simmering just under the radar for years. With its blend of Italian-American traditions and proximity to the ocean, you're just as likely to find impeccable house-made pasta as you are the freshest seafood around. It's the kind of place where, tucked away in some unassuming corner, you'll find a restaurant that blows you away with delicate squid and calamari or clam cakes that taste like summer. And don't get me started on the coffee milk, Rhode Island's strange little answer to the rest of the country's boring old lattes. Finally, Des Moines, Iowa. I know what you're thinking. Cornfields, right? But let me tell you, Des Moines is a sleeper hit. It's one of those cities you don't see coming. Farm to table isn't a trend here. It's just how things are done. You'll find pork tenderloin sandwiches the size of your head, kissed by the grill, and served with a side of fried pickles that are somehow better than they have any right to be. And don't sleep on the taco trucks either. Des Moines has quietly become home to a thriving Mexican food scene with handmade tortillas that rival anything you'll find south of the border. So, yeah, the big cities, they're great, but the overlooked places, Albuquerque, Birmingham, Cleveland, Providence, Des Moines, These are where the real American food stories are being told. The stories that remind us food doesn't need to be fancy to be extraordinary. I hope you have enjoyed this video and maybe even learned something. Please like and subscribe if you so choose. Remember, as always, cook, drink, eat, and repeat.